Coach, obviously a tough way to lose, and I know you've been part of these as a player and a coach, and it's never easy, but a heck of a fight by your team, especially when you consider you had to bring in Kirk there at the end to get this game to overtime. It was a heck of a performance to get it to that point.
Yeah, I mean, I thought our guys, we left so many plays out there, and that's the unfortunate part of it. I mean, first half, a deep ball down their sideline. Brandon Myers had a chance to, catch it and score, and that could have been the difference in the ball game. But tough catch, all that. It's just the fight and grit that our team showed, in a very adverse situation. Down 2 scores late in the game, and we found a way to do it. And then, it was a tough spot losing Braylon down there, and knowing that Kirk had to come in freezing cold, and that's kind of what he's done his whole career. And he rose to the challenge, and 4th down call, good call by Coach Collins, a great catch by Jack Short, to give us an opportunity. And then obviously, we didn't finish the job in overtime. But I told our guys, we can learn from this. This isn't our season. This game isn't going to define us. Obviously you want to come down here and win in one of the toughest places to play in the country, but we got to brush ourselves off, make the long trip back to Conway, and stand up and practice tomorrow and get ready for whoever we play next week. So, there's no moral victories in this, and I say that all along. We expect to win when we come out on Saturday nights. Credit goes to Sam Houston. They got after us tonight.
How hard was it to prepare for a quarterback you really hadn't seen at all?
It's so difficult, and I'll tell you, you just don't know what to expect. Whether they, what kind of speed they have, what kind of runner they are, what kind of poise they have in the pocket. I think they found him a quarterback. I mean, yeah. He's a young kid, and he made some plays for them, down the stretch, and obviously throughout the game, had good escapability, all those things. So it was a difficult deal because you prepare for a kid, that's been playing for him, and it just didn't work out that way. But we got to make the adjustment and play better against him.
There's so many things that you have to process in such a short amount of time. I can't imagine what it was like on that sideline there late in the game where you're trying to come up with the plays, and then again you get in that situation at the end where you gotta make a decision on what to do. Can you kind of describe that last little bit there, what you guys went through?
Yeah, it compounded it when you lose your starting quarterback.
Right.
Because you're thinking about, well, what does Kirk do well? What does he practice this week? Because bottom line, your first team quarterback gets about 75% of your reps, within the week. So I thought Coach Collins did a good job staying poised. He's been doing this a long time, and we had to burn a couple of timeouts there, and we knew it was the ball game on that 3rd and 4th down, so we had to have good play calls. And fortunately enough, we were able to do that and give ourselves a chance. And our defense had a big stop there on their 2-minute drive. So just all in all, a great effort there towards the end of the 4th quarter on both sides of the ball. Just unfortunate that we couldn't find a way to come away with a win.
Any idea on Braylon, Coach? Or too early to tell?
It's too early to tell. I know. He's a tough kid. I know he was fighting to get back in the game. It just wasn't happening. Hopefully it's a best case scenario. And I know he's a competitive kid, and he's man, it was one of the neatest things I've seen in a football player in a long time. I mean, if that kid could have shot it up right there and put tape on it, he'd have finished playing. It was a really good competitive moment for him. But you know what? If he's not ready next week or the following weeks, it's our job to get Kirk Ball ready and the other quarterbacks and go win football games.